Grand evening, East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Welcome to the MWR Financial Make Wealth Real University. I am Darrell R. Banks, two-star executive director and founding member of MWR Financial and your host of this weekly corporate event where you get to hear from the experts and invited professionals to give you the education you need to succeed to get on the other side of money. Please take these last few moments to get your members on the platform and your team so they can see and hear the true value of such an exclusive invitation-only Wealth Club membership where lifestyle and legacy connect. All guests, please get back to the person who invited you to this platform. Now let's see what city and states we have that joined us from across this great country. While you're still coming on to get your active members and teammates on this platform, grab yourself a pen and pad to take copious notes on what you're getting ready to hear. This is our lead expert in our Lower My Bills division, Miss Emily Pittman. Welcome to the live.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. And today I brought my teammate and coworker, Dee. So welcome, Dee. Thank you for joining today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2024. Can't believe it.
Yeah. I hope it's off.
What'd you do? Anything fun?
I hope it's off to a great start. I actually had a night in. I was planning on having a night in, and then I had some surprise guests that decided to come by after they left their New Year's Eve party. So, yeah. So, my loungewear got a little photo op that night.
Yes. You became the after party.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a little champagne and then that was it. So yeah, it was very quiet. And sometimes it's mixed with me. Sometimes I'm doing something, I'm at a party, I'm glam, and then sometimes I'm just really low key. It just depends on how I feel. So
yeah, that's awesome. Well, for me, we were with our 4 children at a party, and for the first time ever, the kids hung. And actually probably hung a little too long. We let them stay up past 12, even into the 2:00 hours to show them what that was like. It was a little wild having the kids up that late, but we were all just having a fun time celebrating the new year and looking forward to kicking off a fun season. My January is not a time that we let down. In fact, I know I've talked a lot about having kids, but tomorrow, my twins, I have twin boys and they turn 8 tomorrow. And then my oldest turns 10 next week. So we are no slowing down after Christmas. No, it ramps right back up to celebrate all of their birthdays. So that's what we're about to hit up and do.
Okay. So, yeah. I mean, that's fun. That'll be fun though. And you can just get all of them out of the way at the beginning of the year. And yeah, so that's cool.
It is. So we have that to look forward to. My oldest, like I said, is turning 10. So it's a very exciting year for him just to kind of hit the double digits. And
yeah, I remember I remember 13 was like a big deal because I wanted to be a teen. Yeah. If I would have known what was on the other side of that, I probably would have stayed in it a little bit longer and enjoyed it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That's what we're doing today. We're talking about, adulting.
Adulting. That's right. Well, and sometimes adulting can be made a little easier if you can look into, the new year and think, how can I start saving some money? Every year at the beginning of the year, you start setting some goals for yourself, whether that's eating healthy, having a positive mindset. And also a lot of people are really trying to pull back, save money, and figure out ways that they can, make this next year a year where they can make wealth real for them. So right. Do you have anything that you're starting to do? I know I just started trying to eat healthier on my end. That's a big thing for us.
So one big goal for me is very financially driven. I do not save at all in January. I pay bills off in January. So I find that it's easier for me to save when I know where the money that I'm saving is going to. And with the credit card interest and everything last year, I'm just like, I just need to be in a different place with interest rates all the way around. I want to buy this year, property, land. So all of that comes with making better financial decisions. And that is what January is about for me. So I got my little spreadsheet, and I'm definitely just chopping away at those expenses. So
right.
absolutely.
That's great. That's a great goal. And, one of those things that you can do to even help chop up those expenses is by what we're here to talk about today is lowering your bills on the things that you're already spending the money on.
Mm-hmm.
I think so often we just get complacent with what we're at. And so if you're already looking at your finances as a whole, you can look at what are some things that I need to completely get rid of and what are some things that I can't get rid of, services, but maybe I can somehow try to save on so that you can start paying down more of those credit cards and different things so that you work towards, hitting some of those financial goals for the year. So yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and get started and dive right in on that note to what we have to talk about today. So again, we're here, Emily and Dee from Lower My Bills. And we want to help you find money that you can apply to other things from what you're already spending money on. And the only way to do that is by lowering the current bills that you have or getting rid of them completely. But just the industry in general, it's the same. The services are getting more and more expensive. Like your same internet, your same TV, all of that continues to increase year over year. And we're overpaying across the board. This is $60 billion per year. Break that down into what you are paying, and it can get exhausting always seeing, those rates continue to go up without having or services or a better whatever added to what you're already paying on. Do you ever feel like that, Dee? Do you ever feel like, you're paying more for the exact same thing that you've been paying for? It's just,
Absolutely. And, January is a great time to do that. And, just like I have kind of a no save. And when I say no save in January, I mean like all of it goes towards bills and debt and that kind of thing. That's when you really kind of get a good idea of like, wow, this is what I'm paying. Like when I have my spreadsheet and everything, I'm like, wow, it's kind of crazy. And then I always ask my friends like, hey, what do y'all pay for this? What do y'all pay for that? So yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. I went to the grocery store the other day, and I feel like at grocery store, you can really see like eggs used to be this amount. Now, they're $3 more or whatever, same egg, but it's just vastly more expensive. And we had this big freeze in the Houston area. I know that, kind of everywhere got hit, but I went to the grocery store because I have a family of 6 and people thought I was stocking up for the freeze by what I was like buying. I'm like, no, this is actually just what I have to buy. Like I can't not feed some of my children just because there's like a freeze coming. And so kind of the same thing, like, we are going to have internet. Our house has to run on internet. So I can't just get rid of that. But how can I work out a way, get smarter with my groceries, get smarter with my my cable bill in order to figure out how I can start saving more money on those necessities that we have to have, because it's going to keep going up. And, it's not like I'm getting a raise all the time or, money is not funneling in. I'm not, hitting the lottery where more money is coming in to where I can continue to hit those increase in prices. No, we've got to figure out a way to kind of work smarter. And one of those ways is through lowering your bills on the things that you already have today. Right. So what can we help with? We've mentioned internet, but there's a lot of different things that we can help you with. And we've helped over we've helped our customers save over $24 million in savings on any of these services and more. So if you're looking at the screen and you're seeing, I have a TV bill, I have an internet, electricity, water delivery, XM radio, pest control, any of these things, we are here to help save you money on. So, and yeah, we have some of these brands down below, but like so much more, and we're willing to help with anything. So, we're at least willing to help try for anything. And then we have other services like electricity, insurance, community solar. We'll get into those later today. But we're here to help, and we want to help you, keep these services that are necessary, but just lower your bills so you can apply them to somewhere else. What are some of the bills that that
cell phone bill? Let me tell you, every single person has that cell phone bill. Mm-hmm. And the level of fees, I know right now, particularly one of the brands you have here, I recently came across a post about a class action that they're involved in because charging people hidden fees and they weren't disclosed.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. And that's my carrier too. You better believe I was on that URL. Like, let me see what I can get.
Absolutely. Well, so what is Lower My Bills? Lower My Bills is all about, like we said, finding new ways to create and increase your cash flow for consumers and businesses by saving you money on your everyday bills. We're here to negotiate the lower rates on your monthly services to help you free up that cash flow so that you can invest it and grow it. And we want to help you. And we know that we can. We know that we have helped others that are at Lower My Bills, and we want you to be a success story so that you can come back and share how you have either saved money and applied it, what you went out and bought with the extra savings, what kind of, credit cards you were able to pay down with those, whatever it is, however you use that extra money, we want to help. And then also we want you to know that we're a company that cares. So when you allow us to negotiate your bills for us, you won't pay anything until we find you savings. So that's a big deal. Sometimes it's like, all right, so you're going to do this. Well, how much is it going to cost? And what happens if you don't go find the savings? Well, we're not going to make you pay anything. If you let us go try to negotiate your bill and we're successful, we'll split the savings with you. But if we're unsuccessful, then hey, at least we tried. And then you're getting the absolute best rate. So you kind of get a win-win there.
Let me tell you, the best thing about this full service where you take the bills and you go and lower the bills. If you have ever made a customer service phone call,
oh gosh,
and been passed around, disconnected, and this is fresh for me because it just happened to me last week about a situation. It was an error on one of my bills. Let me tell you, this right here, time is more valuable than anything. So if all you have to do is upload and someone else can do that, and I don't wish it on anyone, but let someone else deal with the headache of getting disconnected, calling back, holding on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, have at it.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about that process. So, okay, I'm intrigued, someone might say. How does it actually work? All right, so I don't want the stress of it. I'm going to let you do it, but what does that mean? So here's how it works. 1, you go get your bills. So you're thinking in your mind about the different bills that we had on the screen before. Your internet, your cable, your security, your phone, your water, your XM, like whatever you have, find it. If you get emails about them and you can log in on your phone, you can screenshot it. If you get paper bills, stack them up into a pile and say, I am doing this. You've probably heard me talk about this before, but maybe you haven't actually made that step of actually going through with the process. So this is my challenge to you. It's the new year. make it happen. Or if you've already submitted bills and you're currently saving on some, go find another one. Let us help you try. So right now, I want you, if you're listening, I want you to write down like 3 bills that come to mind right off the top of your head and be like, at the end of this call, I am going to go find those bills and we're going to actually go forward with this. And if you can think of more than 3, that's great. But we really want you to make that first challenge for this year of taking a step into the new year and saving money. And the first thing you got to go do is get your bills. 2, you're going to upload them, and I'll show you how to do it later. You can upload them either on your computer or on a cell phone or an iPad. And you're going to upload them into our system. And then you're going to let our negotiators go find the savings for you. So like Dee was saying, we could, if Dee and I both submitted the exact same bill, all right? But let's say Dee did it the easy way of allowing, Lower My Bills to do it for you. So you went through, you uploaded it, and you're letting our negotiators take over. And I was like, you know what? Hold the phone. I'm going to do it myself. The negotiator from Lower My Bills and I could make the exact same phone call, but because I haven't been making these phone calls over and over again and know what kind of savings, I'm probably not going to get, even if we're both successful in finding savings, the negotiators more likely than not will find more savings than I could do on my own because they know what to ask for. They know the words to say, they know how to get it down and what to agree with when they're offering whatever they're offering. So Dee just got more savings, and she didn't have to go through the headache of staying on the phone, like going through the whole process, finding the phone number, then calling, waiting on hold, all of the things. And you got to spend your time doing things that were more productive for your day and still earning the savings.
Right.
And then at the end of it, you've got savings in your bucket. So, hey, we're going to notify you. You've got savings. And the best part is afterwards, we're going to continue to help manage that savings for you. So, at the end of every, I'm thinking about, phone bills or cable bills, and you kind of sometimes sign this like 1 or 2 year contract. And sometimes it's like, after a few years, you don't remember, was it January? Was it February? Like when did I exactly sign that contract? And so then you're starting to get hit with like, all of a sudden your rate completely jumped up because you didn't go renegotiate before it was time. Well, that's what we're here to help you do. If you're coming to the end of your contract, we'll know that, and we can help notify you and call and get more savings on your behalf so that you're not overpaying. And I think that that's what's so great. It takes out not only that moment hassle, but also that hassle that is going to come around whenever we're going to need to renegotiate again.
Right.
So
right. It's kind of like having a personal assistant for your bills, and anything I can have that resembles that is always going to be good.
Absolutely. And it's real live people too, like people are calling and doing the work for you. Right. And I think there's something special about that as well.
Yeah.
So over the course of time, on all these different lives that we've had, y'all have actually put in your savings that you've already done. If you've already been through Lower My Bills and you've already, saved money and you put that on there, I have selected a few and highlighted them. And so if you are one of those people that you've recently gone through and saved money using Lower My Bills, I want to hear from you. So please comment right here because we're going to look and we're going to highlight you next time and, be able to share more and more success stories so that it actually does prompt someone to say, yes, okay, this is the month, this is the year. I'm actually going to go for it and make that first step of finding my bills and uploading them. So, just right here, the Wooten saved $2,400 on their cable and phone bill. The Pitts, they said it works. They just lowered my cell phone bill from $97 to $50. Miss Lorenzo Baker said, I saved $706 on my Verizon business account, which is awesome. Let's see. Trevor Thompson has a couple that he wanted to share. He says, just started saving $50 a month on our auto and home on Allstate insurance with a lower deductive and with Bill Shredder. And then he also said it saved me $1,100 a year on my Verizon business account. You rock, Bill Shredder. I love that hashtag. And then let's see what else. Derek Ray said, just got my email about my cell phone bill. It went down again. I like the word again. I'd be curious about what that meant. Like, was that a renegotiation that we were just talking about? And then Isaiah said, just received a $1,000 savings from my ADT account. And that is awesome. So, you know, it looks like Trevor here, he took advantage of it, not only for his residential side, but he also took advantage of us with our commercial end. So, because there are two different arms and we can help you in both ways. And so I love hearing those success stories. So please comment here so that we can know more about what Lower My Bill's actual agents are saying about their savings. So we'd love to hear from you. I think it's awesome.
And I always look at things big picture also, just so I can kind of remove myself and like, what is the overall picture here? And the Pitts saying that the bill went from $97 to $50, you know, and of course you're thinking, okay, well, you know, that's a $47 savings, you know, but in my mind, I'm like, that's $600, you know, like, because, you know, big picture, like that number sounds bigger, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm paying $600 annually, you know, as opposed to almost double that, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Good point, Dee. But I like my double eyes. All right. So what else can Lower My Bills do? So we've talked a lot about like bill negotiation, but we can also help you find cheaper electricity or natural gas services. So how this works is if you live in a deregulated state, we can actually do the work for you of finding you the best deal on your electricity provider. So I don't know if you have, if you live in a deregulated state, you know what I'm talking about. There are tons and tons of electricity providers out there. So we're in the Houston area, and almost every other billboard when you drive the interstate is a different electricity name. You know, and you can go on to like Power to Choose, or you can go on these websites where it shows you all the different listings of the electricity providers that are essentially just, you know, selling the same exact electricity just from a different brand. Well, and then they have like, oh, we offer this kilowatt hour, or, you know, and we charge more at night and less during the day. And you're just like, this is gibberish. I don't even know how to go for it. Okay, so like close my eyes and like guess. Well, what we can do, if you let Lower My Bills do it for you, is that we understand all that gibberish, and we can make sure that you're on the lowest possible plan to save you the most money. And so that all of those, you know, hidden terms and fees, they're not getting to you, because we can make sure to make that switch to go to the same electricity. It doesn't matter. It's coming from the same place, but just on the best, most affordable plan for you. So let us do that for you. And then also insurance quotes. It's, you know, it's no secret, we've talked about before, that you should be shopping for insurance, you know, every 6 months. Sometimes people just get comfortable with the big brand name because they feel more protected, maybe, I don't know, or maybe they like the little, you know, Geico, or they like the little like duck, or they like the Super Bowl ads. Well, you know, you need to make sure that like you're being covered, but you're also not being taken advantage of. And so what we want to make sure that you do is that you have that coverage, you have that security, but you're making sure that you have the best deal. So when you ask for 3 free insurance quotes, you get those, and you can compare your savings to what you already, you know, that you already have. It's no requirement. You don't have to, you know, go through with any of the quotes that we give you, but it'll give you a good overlook as to, is what I have good, or is there something better where I can save money? Because this is some like big money stuff here. Like, you know, I feel like there are years where I drive safely, like nothing happens, but yet it still goes up. And I'm like, I don't understand. I did what you asked. I didn't, charge any money to my insurance company, but yet you're making me pay more. I don't get that. Who is that for? So, sometimes they get comfortable with having you and they don't give you that appreciation. And so switching really can save you money. And it is worth absolutely your time to just get the 3 free insurance quotes.
Right. Absolutely. And insurance, I don't know about everyone else, but everyone I'm talking to, it is getting up there. Yeah. And some things that I've learned, like they've added in all different types of factors, like your zip code, like all that. And they, all the other things that they use to determine what your premium will be. But yeah, like you don't every single time you go and try to inquire with another company, you have to go through that whole spiel. So again, like having someone do it for you is just so much worth your time. You can be using the time you save to make more money.
Right. Absolutely. And then there's also community solar. So if you are in a community solar area, this is really like a no-brainer. You got to sign up for it because these, it's $0 for you to sign up, and it guarantees you a savings on your electricity bill. It's a government-funded program that connects families to solar plants, and there's nothing to install, nothing to buy. It's just a financial transaction that gives you a monthly credit on your electricity bill. So completely worth it. This is, we probably need to go back and make sure that there's nothing new added onto here because things are changing all the time. But it's always worth trying. And when you're in the shopping cart and you select on your state, it'll tell you if it's available in your state or not. But yeah, it's definitely worth it just to sign up. So if you're not familiar, there are these like solar farms and they, share the electricity. Community solar, exactly how it sounds. And it just gives you a credit on your electricity bill. And it is so worth it. It is hard to get into these areas. So to have someone like us that finds out pretty quickly when these things become available, that's why it's worth it to sign up with us so that when community solar plants are available, we plug those people in and we can get you in ahead of just like you calling or trying to figure out how to do it on your own. So definitely worth it. Absolutely take advantage of it if you can. Dee and I are both in Texas.
I was going to say those people, the coast, like they're so lucky to be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me walk y'all through real quick. I am going to, in just a second, stop sharing my screen. But I want to walk you through all right, so we've talked about this. Hopefully we've piqued your interest. If you haven't done it before, you're going to get on, you're going to start the year out and you're going to go make it happen. So how do you do that? You're going to first go find your bills because once you get to this point, you want to be able to actually go through with it. You're going to go into your back office. You're going to go to my membership, lower my bills, get started. That's how you get there. And then let's switch over to this screen here. And I guess I need to go through. So you're going to type in your email address. You're going to say you're a home or business, and you're going to select your state. And from here, you can select what you want. So I'm going to upload my cable bill, my internet, TV, phone, all of these different things. And let's see. There they are. It was just taking a second to load. Satellite radio. You see all the different things that there is to offer over here. So, let me just go through real quick and I'll type in, let's see. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me change my state. Let's see. Let's pretend I'm in Michigan. And now we have different options. So like rooftop solar is available. Let's see if I type in New Mexico. you see all these different things. Each state has something different if there's something that is available there versus others. So you can kind of go through and see, that you can just do it based on where you are. You can also toggle to business if you have a business, which we know some of you do, and you can do the same thing for business. And then we have other commercial services for your business, like bill audit, and just making sure that we can help save you any and all money, even for your business. And so you're going to go here, and once your cart, I guess I need to select some more. So once your cart is full, you're ready to go. You can see that there is 0 due today. And that is because, remember, we're not charging you anything to go do the work for you. So there's absolutely nothing to lose here. We either save you money or we don't. We either, cut you free of all of the hassle of having to call in just to get nothing, or we do all the hassle for you and you get instant savings back. And so that's why you would pay nothing today. You would proceed to checkout. You would go through and you would type in all of your information. You could select your cable bundle, whatever you have. And then it does ask you for a couple of the information that our negotiators would need to be able to do it on your behalf. So sometimes there are security things that you might have that we need to make sure that our negotiators know so that they can access your account and negotiate on your behalf. And then here's your internet provider, same thing, whatever it is, TV, satellite radio. And then down here, it does ask you for your payment. But again, remember, you're getting charged $0 today. This is just to guarantee that if we do successfully negotiate, we will split the savings with you. And then you can also choose whether you want to do the savings all at once or if you want to pay monthly. So let's say that you are saving $100 a month. We'll just do it for easy math. You can get an extra discount. So instead of saying, all right, we're going to split the savings 50-50. So you earn $50 in savings a month, and then for negotiating, lower my bills will keep 50. Or you can say, I'm going to keep $60 and pay the $40 now. So you either split it 50-50 if you do monthly, or 60-40 if you're wanting to pay it all at once. You'll make that decision, check out, and then you'll be good to go from there. So very easy. Again, based on state, you can see the different things. So constantly, if you've already gone through this process and community solar interests you, you can always go back here and you can look, is community solar now available in my area? And you can sign up for that as well. So do you have any questions, Dee, on this that you think that people would be asking that maybe I didn't cover?
No, I think you were really thorough, because a couple of times questions popped up and then I was like, oh, okay. You eventually got to it. But no, I think that it is very streamlined and straightforward. I love how it's laid out. So yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Well, then let me hop back over so that we can, let's go backwards 1 second.
So I do have a quick question while you're doing it. So let's say I have a business that I want to do the lower my bills. I saw that one of the people had saved on their business phone account. Would I create 2 different accounts, one under the business name and one under my personal, or would I roll everything under that one?
Well, we'll definitely have to have your business, but it could be all under one email address. But anything that would be business specific, we would need all that information.
Okay.
Yeah, I could go back over here and just put in because a lot of the business stuff will have a different division that will reach out, because there's more sometimes to it in regards to, especially if you get into the bill audit type phase. But as long as we just have all of your business information and your one contact, then yes. If that happens to apply where you are the sole provider over both.
Right.
And if that was wrong, I will definitely get back to you. That's a great question. I'm pretty sure you can do it all under one account.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just because I am, an entrepreneur as well. So I'm like, if I'm gathering my bills, I may as well gather them all, at the same time, because, especially for a small business, that helps too, saving money on your overhead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It definitely can. Okay. Well, so this kind of shows, that you can do it both on your laptop, or you can take a picture and upload it directly on your mobile device. But I wanted to stop here because the next slide shows who our winner is. So we had a contest back in December, and it was a contest to upload your bills, and then Lower My Bills would select a winner from anyone that had done the qualified bills, and any qualified bills that they had. So we'll, need to go back in and verify exactly which ones were qualified and where we could save money for this individual. But we will contact this person as, probably the next day to a week to make sure that we get everything set up to pay the first month bill for that qualified bill. And so we know that this person at least had one qualifying bill from the uploads that they did, and we are excited to announce the winner. And hopefully we can do more of these contests too, so always be looking back. But this is the first time that we've done this, and I'm very excited for this winner. So drum roll, please. And the winner is Berlinda Jenkins. So congratulations. We're very excited for you, and you can absolutely be expecting to hear from us very soon about which bills you had qualified and which ones we will be paying for the first month. And then again, thank you for everyone. Hopefully you all feel like you were winners, because hopefully we were able to save money for you. So either way, that is a huge win that you went out, you competed in the contest, you got your bills uploaded, and you hopefully had savings. And so hopefully y'all ended the year with kind of good news. And for those that weren't able to take advantage of that, hopefully you can start out the new year also feeling like you can win, because you're going to, upload the bills and take that first step. So thank you so much. And with that, we just want to thank you for your time. Dee, it is a joy, a pleasure having you join me today. Thank you so much. And we'll definitely look forward to having you back on. So, and yeah, it'd be good. I'm actually thinking, as I've been on here, the next one or sometime soon, we need to actually kind of dive more into the business, the commercial products that we have, because I do think that they're, based on our testimonials, we do have a lot of people, ambassadors that are both, residential needs and commercial needs. So it'd be great to have you back on to talk about that. But thank you so much. And thank y'all for having us on. And we'll definitely see you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, now back to you, Daryl.
Wow, Emily, we want to thank you so much for your time. You have definitely shown us that by taking the opportunity to lower our bills, we can definitely increase our cash flow. And also, we want to thank you for allowing us to participate in such a wonderful, wonderful contest. Congratulations to the winner of our Lower Our Bills contest. And we want to say to you all, we'll see you next week on the platform, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on our MWR Financial University Live. Take care.